Time with the Disney Crush podcast.
We are live on the Disney Crush live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, this happened again where iTunes is talking in my ear.
Well, at least you're hearing iTunes and not voices, other people's voices. That wouldn't be good.
Well, I'm going to show your face now, Dave.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. No!
There's Dave's face.
Not good. Not
We are
good.
live on the Disney Crush, and we tonight are talking about the opening of Disney Springs, what you need to know about it.
Mhm.
And I know some videos had come out tonight. Disney had released a video saying what the procedures were going to be like. And it really is... There are videos out there on YouTube that show you that there are temperature check places, stations. That would be a better use. There's lots of hand washing stations, and they are really, really enforcing the 6-foot social distancing. So let's look at the rules to start with. This is a list that Disney put out.
Let's say hi to Uli. Hi, Uli. Hi, and hi, Tom. And hi, Brenda.
Brenda, we are really thinking about your dad. We hope he's feeling better soon and getting home soon. So
let me take Tom off there for a second.
Okay.
Everybody's coming on. Hey, Karen. Hey, Angie.
Hey,
Hey,
Angie.
Barbara.
Hi, Barb. It really is like Romper Room. I see Jeff and I see Barbara.
Yes, there's the new rules. I don't mind the social distancing so much because
I know, because you're not a fan of touching people.
And people crowding close to me, so I'm all for that.
Touching hands, touching hands. Okay.
Sing it, girl. Sing it.
Reaching out. All right. So first,
touching you, sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
There you go. Now we just lost 6 viewers. The only one still watching is Uli and Tom, because they're glutton for punishment.
All right, I'll settle down.
Okay, so limited parking. That means that only the orange parking lot and the lime parking lots are going to be open. So reduced parking.
Yeah, I think Tim Tracker today, he said there's 2 entrances coming into the lime parking lot. So
okay.
But the 3rd level is closed. I think they were just letting them into the 2nd level, but that's just the media right now. So I'm thinking once they open up to the public, it'll be a little bit different.
Right. Now, Jeff had posted the video. He had posted it on the Geeking group. He didn't post it on our group from WDW News Today, but it was the same B-roll that all the people had. Big Fat Panda has it. If you go on YouTube and look for Disney Springs opening preview or something like that, you'll see this video of the temperature check stations and the woman wiping the handrail on the escalator, and on the ground, just like there was in Shanghai. Like my husband said, we should have all invested in 3M. There is tape all over the floor telling you where to stand and where not to stand. And they can't seem to get their minds made up, because some of the tape is stand here and some of the tape says do not stand here. So
yeah, it can be a little confusing, I think, but
not if you read, I guess. But
yeah, I'm not good at that.
Americans aren't the best at that, at reading and following directions.
Mm-mm.
So
hey, Steve. My brother Steve's here. Hey, Steve-O.
So, hi, Steve. So, temperature checks, if your temperature is 100.4 or higher, they will take you off to the side.
104.
Yes, 100.4.
Oh, okay.
100.4. Did I say 104? Yeah. 100.4. I'm sorry. If it's 100.4 or higher, they will take you aside to a separate area. They will check you again, from what I understand. They'll give you a minute to cool off. But if it stays at a high level, they will ask you to leave.
I say you just keep one of those little ice packs on you, and then
you take Tylenol before you go. That's the thing that I don't understand, because people can do that, if they want to be jerks about it. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and also you are required to have masks on in Disney Springs at all times, along with the cast members. And here's another: they will not have them there for you, so they won't have them for sale. They won't have one if you don't have one. So if you don't have one, it's bye-bye. So.
Yep. Now, can I go back to the temperatures for a minute?
Oh, what? Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, because somebody was asking why 100.4, why not 100, or why not 99? Because Amanda teaches math. Because medically, that's considered a fever. When I have a patient who's come out of surgery, the surgeon does not want to be called if the patient's temperature is 99. When the patient's temperature reaches 100.4, that is when I am to call the surgeon. That is what is considered a fever in the medical community. So that's why that number. And Amy Beckner is just going to pop Tylenol.
I was debating whether I should put that one up or not, but I'm going to call her out.
Yeah, we know her. We have to watch her.
I know. We know you're kidding, Amy.
So back to the face coverings, the masks. The masks, like you said, have to be worn at all times, except when you are seated in a restaurant. So while you're waiting to be seated, when you get up to go to the bathroom in the restaurant, you have to be sitting at your table, and then you can take your mask off. So.
Okay. So here's another thing about masks. Mm-hmm. I think that, what's required face covering? Will a bandana work? Will they let you in with a bandana across your face? Or will they have to have like the surgical mask?
I haven't seen anything about the mask guidelines. Children under 3 do not have to wear masks. So if you're over 3, you have to wear a mask. So like Mike would have to wear a mask, and it says there are no exceptions. Everyone has to wear a mask. Yeah, see, and Hanover is right. Hanover, they need to have a mask booth right there at the bottom of the escalator when you get out of the garage. I don't know, what is Disney thinking?
And another thing is there going to be like poser masks that don't do anything for you, and they're really, really thin, and they breathe really good, so they just look like a mask. So, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
There has to be guidelines, but they don't seem to have any set yet.
Were they going to check it and say, oh no, this one's, I don't know. I just don't know yet.
Oh, this is Amy answering Uli, because Uli wanted to know, wouldn't 104 just be your surface temperature? Because they're taking temporal readings. They're taking forehead readings versus putting it in your mouth or someplace else where the sun don't shine. So, Scott, when I saw this poster, I thought of you immediately, because right at the top, it says, "We're all in this together." And I know how you feel about that saying. My husband feels the same way. We're all in this together. Now let's watch a Publix commercial and cry. If you ride in the air-conditioned vehicle. Now, see, now I spoke about this, I think on the podcast last week or the week before, that I was sitting in my car eating lunch before I went into one of the assisted living facilities. And when I went to go in, they checked my temperature, and my temperature was 100.1. And I had to wait, and then they took it again, and it went down to normal. So yeah, if you're sitting in a hot car, your temperature can read high with one of those outside surface thermometers. Yeah.
Scott and Jeff are both saying that pretty much they're allowing any kind of covering. So it's just going to be a matter of time before someone comes up with a super, super thin, lightweight mask that just basically
really doesn't do anything.
That really doesn't do anything. But
I'm gonna get you a fishnet mask.
Whatever, wear whatever. I mean, pretty much anything's gonna work.
So underneath, get your Disney COVID-19 souvenir masks. That's it. Tell your friend Hanover. Start selling them. Yes.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, Scott. We're all in this together. So what's underneath Scott? Yes. Wait, I want to speak to what Amy's saying here. These guidelines are for show so the businesses look responsible. Yes, there is a liability element to this. Disney did put out a press release saying that you are entering at your own risk. It was on the news the other day. You're coming to the parks or to Disney Springs at your own risk, and they will not be held responsible if you get COVID-19. And I think that's rightfully so. I mean, you're making the decision. I'm going to come out of quarantine and I'm going to go back out into the world. And if I get sick, then, you know, that's a risk I took. And that's understandable. She saw someone. And you're going to see bandanas, I think. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see some crime happening, not in Disney, but I mean out in the world, because people are going to be wearing masks and nobody looks twice now when somebody walks into a bank or a store wearing a mask. And I think you're going to see some of that. I don't know. I could just be watching too much Breaking Bad.
Well, if I run out of masks, I've always got my underwear I can throw on my face too.
That's really gross. Thank you.
Well, it'll be clean.
What's underneath Amy? Yes, the employee, Amy, Brenda's right. The union insisted that these guidelines be set in place before they would come back. And I lost Dave. Oh, good. Now we get some peace and quiet. Oh, there he is. You came back. Did he freeze? I think Dave froze.
No, I'm here.
He's breaking up. I'm trying to take down the fishing buffs because I want to see what's under there. I can't get that comment down. Can you get that comment down, Dave?
Which one?
Any of them. I want to see what's underneath there. Okay.
Yeah, I got it off. Yeah.
Okay. Physical distancing and capacity measures. So they're saying that they want people to stay 6 feet apart. And from the videos that came out on YouTube today, there is tape on the ground telling you where to stand and where not to stand. So they are keeping you 6 feet apart. There are also arrows on the walkways telling you what direction to stand. I mean, what direction to walk, what side of the sidewalk to be on when you walk. I can't read that one that says operational, including reduced hours, temporary closure of entertainment offerings. So there are some operational changes, and there is an increased focus on cleanliness. There are hand washing stations all over Disney Springs.
And the signage on there says specifically to wash them for 20 seconds. So I wonder if there's a timer up there that times you.
I don't know. I saw in that video today. This is the sign that says you're supposed to be wearing your mask. This is a close up of a sign that's it's here, right next to the dragon by the Lego store. I did a zoom on that, so it's telling you to wear your mask, to stay 6 feet apart, to wash your hands, to cover your sneeze or your cough, and not that last one is not to touch your face or nose. I'm not touching you. So that's what that says.
Okay, let's go over some of these comments here.
Okay.
It's a union thing too. Employees wouldn't come back without these guidelines, I think. And I've read so many different things. It's true. Weren't these guidelines reached through negotiations with the unions for customers to be willing to return to work? Yeah, I'm sure that the unions had something to do with all that, you guys.
Everyone's got the same line of thought.
Mm-hmm.
He watched some Steel today.
I'm not sure what that means.
Brenda and Amanda were typing the same time.
I don't. Is there fresh water that keeps? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that they're talking about how much cleaning they're going to be doing. So I don't know. Also, they're going to be cashless, Tony Ann. There's no cash.
Right. There's no cash.
So
So
make sure you. Yep.
Jeff's not going to go back for a while. So we're going to watch a little video put out by Disney now. Maybe. Can you see that?
Let me get rid of this. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Okay, well, that about covers it. So we'll see you guys later.
That was it. That was the whole thing. Let me stop sharing the screen. So that was it. Okay, we're good. No.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay.
Basically the same at Zoo Tampa as well. Is that right?
Okay.
Meanwhile, over at Disney Plus, things are shaking up. Creative head just bailed out for a job at TikTok.
Really? Happening? I didn't hear that.
Interesting. I wonder if he heard that. I wonder if Hanover told him about that.
So we're going to talk now about what's actually opening tomorrow. Tomorrow it's opening. A lot of things that are not owned by Disney are reopening tomorrow. And like I said, maybe it was last week, that these places are all paying rent on these stores, and they're paying big time rent. So they want to open. They need to make money to recoup some of that rent. So that's why you see all these non-Disney owned stores clamoring to reopen.
Well, there's over 104 stores and pavilions and pop-ups, or maybe a little over 104. There's over 60 table service and quick services, and there's 23 entertainment stuff, that kind of thing, venues around. So approximately around 190 or above. That's a lot of space.
It is.
And I think that only 45 or so, around 50 are opening tomorrow in that area, if I'm not mistaken. Right. So that's just a small smidgen of what's actually there.
Right before we came on, I had heard that the Patina restaurants, which are Morimoto, Homecoming, that they are going to reopen. I'm just trying to see if they're opening tomorrow or on the 27th when the Disney restaurants are open. Here we go. Patina restaurants.
Yeah, I agree, Jeff. I'm hoping. I know Veronica actually said, she might like to go over there, but, I don't know if I'm ready yet.
May 22nd. So Friday, the Patina restaurants at Disney Springs, will reopen on Friday. So that is Morimoto Asia and Pizza Ponte and Vivo Gelato. Those locations, those aren't all of the Patina restaurants, but those few are opening on Friday. And then on the 27th, which is a week from Wednesday, Deluxe Burger, World of Disney, and the Disney Co-op are opening. So that's a big deal. When World of Disney opens back up a week from tomorrow, that'll be like Disney Springs coming back to life, I think.
I think the Polite Pig too.
The Polite Pig opens tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a nice list. Wine Bar George will be opening tomorrow. Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, Scott.
Chicken Guy. Deluxe Burger will be mobile order only when it reopens on the 27th, Karen. So, yeah, no word on Jock Lindsay's yet, Scott. It's Jeff, whatever your name is, guy with the beard. Jeff, Jock Lindsay's. We haven't heard anything about Jock Lindsay's yet. Guy with the beard. Now he's going to take back everything I said to him about the podcast, because we talked about Jeff on the podcast last night when we recorded.
Brenda, I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I just don't know. I think a lot of it for me is not enough stuff's going to be open. The kind of places that I kind of like Jock Lindsay's and Raglan Road, and some of the outdoor entertainment. I don't know how they're going to do that. So I guess if they're out there entertaining, they're going to all wear masks, I guess. I don't know. So, I'm not being, I don't know. I just want it to be open. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think here's another thing is we're 2 hours away, Brenda. So if I get over there and just say, and I think it's going to be a lot of locals. I think a lot of locals are going to be there. And I think they might get to capacity with just the locals because they're going to be limited parking. I think they're going to have limited entry into the parks. And I think that they get to a certain capacity, they may shut it down and not let anybody in. And I hate to go all the way over there. It's a 2 hour drive and then not be able to get in. So, yeah, I'm just not sure yet. If I knew, I could.
So a few of the restaurants that are opening with menu items removed from their menus. And that's partially a money-saving thing and a vendor issue. The other guy with the beard, yes. So Paddlefish has cut quite a bit from their menu. They cut the lobster ravioli, the little neck clams, the shrimp. They cut shrimp from their menu. Catfish, lobster roll, 1 1/4 pound lobster, market fresh oysters, Maine lobster, Alaskan king crab, mussels, linguine with clams, tableside lobster guacamole, fried clam roll, snow crab, lobster bisque. Oh my God. They cut all of that from their menu. Like, why bother going? I guess it's a vendor issue.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, speaking of bedazzled, the UGG store is reopening. So I saw, when I was looking up all the stores that are reopening, I saw these little beauties. You want some bedazzled Uggs?
Wow. Okay, then.
And Mrs. Curtis Allen will be very happy to know that the Pandora store is reopening tomorrow, because Mrs. Curtis Allen is a Pandora nut. She loves her Pandora. And Mr. Curtis Allen just smiles and nods and says, yes, dear. So Wine Bar George has removed stuff from their menu too. The orange blossom trifle, the polenta cakes, the cinnamon bun, the grilled romaine, the chocolate chip cookie, the rosé cookie, the warm spiced olives, the white and dark chocolate trifle, and the teriyaki salmon salad. That's not as bad as Paddlefish cutting half the seafood off their menu. So I don't know.
No, a lot of the seafood, a lot of the lobster. No lobster hardly anywhere. If you want lobster, good luck trying to get lobster. Looks like.
I don't know. Adam St. Pierre had a nice lobster on Facebook yesterday. I don't know. The Boathouse cut lobster. You're right. It's all lobster. Lobster clam bake, lobster pasta, lobster cocktail.
Yeah, a lot. Mm-hmm.
Shrimp and grits, sea scallops, barbecue bacon burger, carpaccio, little neck clams, and baked crab stuffed lobster. So when you're going, they're opening, but be aware that there is some limitations on the menu. So that's another reason not to go. Because if I want to go to Paddlefish, I want seafood, and there's hardly any seafood on the menu. Glenn, I have a reservation for June 13th through the 17th. They haven't canceled me yet, but I don't think it's happening. So Polite Pig opens tomorrow. And Jeff Apoka had posted a picture today, I think it was, of some amazing looking Brussels sprouts. And I'm not even a big Brussels sprout fan, but he made me want to order those.
Mm-hmm. I did see those.
Yeah. Arabis Brothers is reopening. So I want you to buy me that $37,000 castle for Christmas.
Hang on. Let me get my credit card out. I'll give you the number right now.
I'm waiting. Amy Beckner will be very excited to know that the churro cart will be reopening in Disney Springs.
That's her favorite, churros. I heard she loves churros. It's her favorite thing.
No, but I really do. I am really excited at the co-op opening. That's my favorite. That's possible. Glenn's wondering if they're taking lobster off the menu because they don't want to dish out the money for it if nobody's going to show. So it's an expenditure they might not want to take on because if nobody shows up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Waste.
Could be distribution too, is just getting it to you, and people are raising their prices because of they might not have the workforce that they had, and so now everything they have, their prices are going so high. What are they going to charge $100 for a lobster?
Well, it's Disney. They could.
Well, yeah.
Are there vegan options? Steve, there is supposed to be a new vegan-friendly restaurant opening in the space that used to be Gloria Estefan's Bongos. But now with this shutdown, Dave dropped out. With the shutdown, we don't know the status of that restaurant. I forget what it was called. But it's coming. It's supposed to be very, very friendly to vegan and vegetarian diets. But there are options at most Disney restaurants. I know Deluxe Burger has Beyond Meat at their, they have Beyond Beef burgers. I don't know about that though. I don't think that comes made by Beyond quite yet.
Yeah. When I saw how many things they weren't having on the menu, I'm like, well, what's left? There's hardly anything, right? On those menus.
I don't know.
What are they going to serve?
Uniqlo is going to be open tomorrow. That's my favorite store at Disney Springs. That's the store I say if you ever lose your luggage, you should just go there because they sell everything from underwear to parkas. Jeff says that the Four Rivers Barbecue has Beyond Meat. He's not sure about the food truck. The food truck is opening tomorrow. The Four Rivers Barbacoa food truck. Amy Beckner's coming. She's sharing her dates with the whole world. YouTube, they're happy to know. Oh, she booked a beach trip in August. The rhythm finally got Gloria. Oh no. What else did I want to tell you about? I think that's really it. I feel like we don't have that much to talk about tonight, but I thought that there was going to be more to talk about, but This is really a lame show. Sorry, guys.
Hey, homeschooling from Disney is a good idea. You can take it with you.
STK will be opening, so you could buy an expensive steak and have thumping music. I guess I'm getting old. It's really loud in there. When you just pass by the place, it's really loud. I'm getting old.
Hey, Beth, how's it going?
And the Co-op is also one of my favorite shops, and that will be opening on the 27th.
Hope you guys are feeling good and healthy, Beth.
I hope so.
If you guys haven't heard I'm not sure what podcast it was, 129, 20, I forget. But if you look for it, we had a great interview with her. So,
yeah. And she survived COVID-19.
Along with her husband, yes.
Yep.
There you go. You could do that. You could do social studies from World Showcase. I think so. You know, something else that I noticed on one of the videos that saw is they're going to have arrows like on the bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to walk like cars, you know.
Right.
Traffic, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
I like that because I think they should do that in all the parks.
So that people would all walk the same way?
Yeah, the flow would be so much better. So, and I'm looking forward to lower crowds. That's one thing I wouldn't mind. So I think hopefully, I don't know, something good will come out of this. I'm not too sure.
I have a feeling that they're going to open the parks with a limited capacity, and they might sell them like hard tickets. We'll see. So,
Scott. Yes, it is very close. They're close together. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's amazing you can do so many countries in a short amount of time too.
You can.
It's very cool. Yes, keep the arrows. I know that would be great. And I think it's always because maybe they're out of the country and they're used to be on the other side, so maybe that's why they're confused. So I give them a break sometimes, but I don't know. Hey, Anna.
Aw, Anna. Oops. So Dave, the thing that I found interesting was that Tim Tracker did a video today. I encourage you all to watch it because he actually went to Disney Springs and he was invited in to go through the process to have his temperature checked so everybody could see what to expect. But I just chuckled that he went to Disney Springs because last week he put out a video saying Disney Springs, why I'm not going back. And then he went back.
Well, that's his livelihood. He's got to go.
It just tickled me. So.
Yes. Tony, and how is Michael maintaining a routine?
He's having a hard time, honestly. He was supposed to graduate. Maybe he can go to school till he's 22 technically. They were thinking about having him graduate the school he's going to and go to a different school next year. But now we're thinking that he's going to keep in the school that he's been in all along. And that means he's going to miss a year of transition. So it's hard. So, yay. Oh, no, the cost went up 200%.
That's crazy.
Beth rebooked her wedding for that was supposed to be this spring to next spring. And the cost went up 200%.
I got an idea for you, Beth. You guys just forego the whole Disney thing. I'll put up a bunch of Disney stuff at the house. You guys come here, and I'll give you a really good price.
He's got a really nice backyard, so yep. Or I've got a half acre off the side of my house that we can do that too. Yes, Tim Tracker has special media. Yes. So,
yeah.
But maybe someday we will too. I don't know. So I want to talk to you guys about the Mouse Quiz Wednesday nights at 8 and Friday nights at 9. Chad Pennycuff does it over on My DVC Points. It's a pub style trivia game, but we got our clock clean last Friday by the geeks because he's now got teams. And I think I was the only person on the Disney Crush team. Maybe there was one other person. But Mr. Glenn Kessler and Holly Austin cleaned my clock. So I need some of you guys to come over and play Mouse Quiz on Wednesday nights at 8 and Friday nights at 9. Right now, while the parks are closed, he's doing it Wednesday nights and Friday nights. When the parks open again, it's going to be every Friday night. He's committed to do this for at least a year, I think until April. So we want you guys to join the Disney Crush team and play Mouse Quiz. At least I do.
I do. I have farm ants. That's for sure. It's a whole ecosystem in my backyard. That's for sure. Amanda Bond just is wondering here. I'm wondering about the arrival time for parks and dining reservations. If they alternate arrival times and you have a 9:30 breakfast and you can't get into the park until 10:30, I guess you are out of luck. We will have to wait to see what happens when they open, though I just can't wait.
These are the kind of things that keep Amanda up at night.
Yeah,
I never would have thought about that. If I'm late for my dining reservation, will it be harder for them to seat me? It might be. It might be. All right, Jeff. We'll be seeing. Oh, good. Susan's really good too. So, one of the things that happened to me today, I can only tell you guys because you're my close personal friends. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, now you have to. You can't just do that. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to tell you something, Tony Ann. Oh, never mind. Forget it. Never mind. Yes.
Because it's really just showing you the depths of my dorkiness with the mouse. That, you know, the song by John Waite, I Ain't Missing You at All. Since you've been gone, I ain't missing you. You know the song, right?
Oh, yeah.
From the 80s, right? Mm-hmm. It was on the radio today.
And
who do you think I was thinking about?
Oh, no.
Not my husband.
Oh,
not my ex-boyfriend from college.
Mickey Mouse. Oh, your husband has to deal with that, and I have to deal with Jamie Fraser.
No,
Fraser.
Okay. Jamie Fraser crush is a little bit more natural than your wife driving down US 19 crying as a love song plays a power ballad about a mouse.
It's no help for you. My sister.
Oh.
Well, you got a bunch of people that want to come on your team.
So, oh, cool.
Brenda.
We got to beat Glenn Kessler. We got to beat Glenn Kessler.
Brenda's going to cut. She wants to be on the team. You could be on the team.
Yes, we do, Amy. I can't believe the way the prices have gone up for next year.
That's 200%. That's just astronomical.
When Susan, when you log into the crowd.live website now, because I know you've played before, when you put in your name, there's a choice to join a team now. This just started last week. So there's the Crushers, there's the Geeks, there's the My DVC Points team, and then there's like free agents, people that don't belong with any group. So you had a bad lag, huh? I never have a lag. So maybe it's just you, Scott. But, you know, we're all in this together, so I'm with you.
Maybe it's getting better. I don't know. They had they couldn't change. You couldn't change their answers, or
no, you can't change your answers. Once you commit, you're stuck. That's the only thing.
Say it. Say it.
Say what?
I don't. Never mind. Legs bad.
They're talking about the mouse quiz now. Holly Austin must have some amazing internet because she gets right through. Angie cries about Mickey Mouse too. See, Hobo Mickey. There's a message down the wire, and I'm sending you the signal tonight. I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah, he's a tough one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Jamie Fraser's hard to compete with, but he's only got one episode left, so there will be no more Jamie Fraser in the house.
After tonight. So tonight, that's why you want to go and watch. And I get it over.
I gotta get this Jamie Fraser over. Oh,
my husband just started watching Breaking Bad again for the 5th time. I don't know.
Will my wrong answers lower your score?
I think it does. So you could go play for some of the other team. Go play for the Geeks.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
Well, you got to play with Glenn because Glenn's the one who cleaned my clock. So, yes, that's exactly how it goes. I'm losing this fight. In his world, I have no meaning. Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, Tom. I know the new season's coming out pretty soon, so that's okay. I call Veronica Sesnick now, so she's my Sesnick.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes.
So one of those really creepy looking ones, like if you ever saw the creepy ones from Kazakhstan or something, those Mickeys. Yeah, I might. That's how desperate I've become.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, Kazakhstan Mickey.
Well, hey.
So I guess nobody is going to Disney Springs this week. I was thinking of going Friday. I have the day off, but now Rich and Dominic have plans, so I won't have the car, so I can't go. So, Mike's here.
What's your car? Why?
I don't have the car because Dad's doing something on Friday, so you and me are going to be home alone. What should we do?
Scott is going Saturday.
Okay, so Scott, we're going to hear a report from you, right? You want to be on the podcast on Monday night? Yes, the Times Square Mickey. No, how about the Sunset Boulevard Mickey?
Yeah. It won't take much to tilt this whole universe out of whack for sure.
Yeah.
So
we are planning on going after golf on Saturday. Okay.
Cool. So we're going to hear a report from you guys.
Yeah.
So
Amy says hi.
Amy.
Say hi, Amy. And Uli says hi.
Uli.
Hi, Uli. But you know who else is here? Oh, Barbara says hi.
Barbara.
You know who else is here, Mike?
What?
Your friend. Your friend Scott is watching. Oh, that's Jeff.
Jeff.
You remember Jeff from October?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Why is he making you look? Oh, he's doing the Thriller dance for you, Jeff. I don't know why. Because he met you in October. This is how Michael's train of thought goes. He met you in October. October is Halloween, so he's doing the Thriller dance. That's how Michael's train of thought is.
That works.
And he's off camera now doing the slide part of that. There he is, Mike. There's your friend.
Thank you.
What's his name?
Stella. Scott.
Stella. He said Stella first.
Scott. Tom.
Tom.
Scott.
There he is.
Scott.
All right. So anyway, I guess this is he's gonna come. Oh, he's gonna come on. She's gonna come on for the family. Good. All right. So Disney Springs will be reopening, and Amanda's here. Everybody wants to say hi to Mike.
Hi.
Steve.
Hi.
You saying hey, Steve?
Hey, Steve. Steve, okay, buddy?
I've totally lost this because this is the Mike show starring Mike.
So what's on?
The original party animal. Okay. Mike, I think you are the new host of the Disney Crush.
Mike is the star. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Thanks.
So I have this reservation in June 13th. I don't know what to do. I guess Disney's probably going to cancel it from under me. They canceled it to the 6th, I think.
Where were you staying?
Pop Century, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Pop Century.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're looking at probably late July, early August.
Yeah, they're going to have to get all the cast members back. They're going to have to train them in the new procedures because there's going to be a lot of new procedures. So it's going to be a while. I think they're going to have to call them back. And then once they call them back, they're going to have to start this training. They're going to have to start putting these things in place, like the extra hand washing stations, all that tape on the floor. They could probably do that overnight, truthfully, because somebody has a a blueprint of it. And the way Disney does things, they can do things like that overnight. But the training of the staff, getting them back in, they're probably going to want them all tested for COVID-19, which, they'll have to get that all set up.
Yeah.
So it's when we get an announcement from Disney, it's going to be a few weeks after that. So I'm not hopeful about my June 13th reservation.
What's
hey Mike? Amy has a question for you. Where do you like to eat at Disney Springs?
Let's see. There's the.
At Disney Springs, where do you like to eat?
Let's see. There's pizza.
Wolfgang Puck Pizza.
And. What? Sorry. The fire pizza, and of course. I thought so.
The pizza, and of course, what?
It's of course the ice cream.
Oh, and of course the ice cream shop. Duh.
Of course.
He likes Wolfgang Puck Pizza. He gets that, and usually there's a little bit to take back to the hotel room, and he has it later that night. So he likes that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know about July. I don't know.
Would I go to a resort if the parks weren't open? I would. I don't think Dave. You said last week you wouldn't.
No, I'm so ready now. I want to get. I need to get out of this house.
What a difference a week makes. Yeah, I would definitely go to a resort, hang by the pool, maybe have a nice meal. Now, we talked about Disney Springs, and see, now I'm coming into what I wanted to say. We talked about Disney Springs a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and we said, a lot of places weren't opening because at that point, restaurants were only allowed up to 25% capacity, and it almost didn't pay for some places. But now restaurants are up to 50% capacity, and I think that made a big difference. And I think that's why after that announcement, there were so many more places that came forward and said, yeah, we're going to open too. So I think that now it pays for them to open their doors, whereas at 25% capacity, it really didn't pay. Alyssa's worried about October. I think it'll be open by October. I think some of these measures might still be in place. I think you're still going to see the washing, maybe some of the social distancing. I don't know. I don't know about the rest of it. I don't know how far we're going to go.
I say we take it over, Scott. I say we get a bunch of us all together and just take it over.
Discovery Island? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm with them. I'm in.
Hey, Brenda, did you watch our live stream with Mandy last week about Animal Kingdom? If you missed it, it's on YouTube. But yeah, I really, talking to Mandy last week about Animal Kingdom Lodge really excited me about that resort. So if anybody missed our live stream last week, it's on YouTube. It's called Everything You Wanted to Know About Animal Kingdom Lodge. Go watch it.
No, you just jump on the back of an alligator, Karen. That's it. There's so many of those around and swim right over there. They'll take you right over there at the island.
Yep. Oh, we're going to Discovery Island. I just caught on to what he said. I thought he was talking about Discovery Cove at SeaWorld, but
no, we're taking it over.
Discovery Island, yes, the tropical paradise. Yes.
Okay, all right, Amanda. I know. I just hope so. Okay, I will. I'll lasso that thing and I'll ride right over there.
See if I go. So apparently Uli's riding a Banshee to Discovery Island. We're going to have Mandy back next month. We're going to talk about Caribbean Beach Resort. I think we'll do a deluxe and then a moderate and then a value and then a deluxe and then a moderate and then a value. And then eventually we'll run out of values and we'll run out of moderates and then we'll just do deluxes. But we're going to do once a month.
Yeah, I could ride a Skyliner for hours.
Skyliner is perfect. Oh my God, did I just say the Skyliner is perfect? But it is because you could just get in it with your family. There's perfect social distancing. As one family gets off, a cast member could get on and clean it, and they won't use that Skyliner, and they'll use the next one that's already clean. Does that make sense? I think they could do it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Go ahead.
No, I want to get back there so bad.
it's what I don't understand about what they're doing in Shanghai, where they're doing every other row, like for Pirates, they're doing like every other row, but they're not alternating that. So they're not cleaning the row between guests unless they're doing it and they didn't show it. But I know. I just said the death buckets were perfect. Yes. For this pandemic, they are. And don't forget, Scott, we're all in this together, all in the same boat.
I'm not
Nationwide is on your side.
power wash with sanitizer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, it's going to be a whole new norm now. Back to what Alyssa was saying. I don't know. It's not good. I don't know. I think the magic will still be there to a certain point, but it will be a whole different thing now. I'm hoping that they're not going to do these bag checks. I'm really hoping.
What do you mean? You think? Oh, because you don't want them reaching their hands in your bag and then going in the next bag. The dirty diapers.
I thought it was disgusting before this all happened, and that's just the germ spreading right there. You're in all hundreds and hundreds of people's bags. You're going through that person's bag. Now I come up
dirty diaper, right?
Yeah, it could be. You never know what's in there. And then now you're going through my bag. So now all my stuff's contaminated. They're gonna have to go to the whole scan like Universal
your public sub gets touched after.
Yeah, well, the good thing about that is it's almost double wrapped. It's wrapped. You know how those are, and then they wrap it again. So I still, I peel it off when I get somewhere to eat. I'm like doing the whole.
Yeah. I love going to hotels with Dave. He takes out the Clorox wipes and it's fun.
Oh, I'm a maniac. It takes me about 20 minutes to clean the whole thing. I do a thorough clean, just about. I need a pressure washer. I need a mobile pressure washer. I can just.
Did we ever tell your Port Orleans Riverside story?
The
bathroom. You stayed at the resort.
Oh, with the wrapper?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about that. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, where did that come from? How did it get in there?
Now you got to tell it. So Dave and his wife and his kids checked into Port Orleans Riverside. They were staying moderate. Now, they don't usually stay moderate, so this was a big deal for them that they were staying at a moderate and thought they were going to have a really nice resort. And they arrived, and, Port Orleans Riverside, you get the boat to Disney Springs. So I'm telling the story because Dave can't. He just can't.
I can't do it.
So you get the boat to Disney Springs. So after they checked in, they brought all their bags in. They I think you said Olivia went to the bathroom even or something, and then came out and you guys went to Disney Springs. And then later that night, they came back from Disney Springs and there was a wrapper from a feminine product in the middle of the bathroom floor, in the middle where nobody could miss it. And nobody in Dave's family needed any feminine products at that particular week of the month. So nobody knows where it came from. And that's Dave's Port Orleans Riverside experience.
I'm like, did I step on it? Did one of us step on it and bring it in? How did it get here? Because no one would come in here and do that. No.
So don't even try to give Dave grief about staying at like Baymont or any of those places out on 92 because he stayed at Port Orleans Riverside and had the skeeviest experience ever.
Never happened to Baymont. Never happened at Baymont. I'll tell you that right now.
May I have
any advice on getting 64 ounces of water down every day? I don't know. Does anybody have any advice for her?
Slow and steady. You just got to do a little at a time. Just constantly sip on it. Mm-hmm.
Have you tried setting a timer so that like you take like every 15 minutes you take a sip or something like that? That's what I do with my patients sometimes. I tell them on the commercial breaks. I tell my patients on the commercial breaks that they should have a drink of water. Do you hear what he's saying?
Yeah, Susan, we do a bed check every time on everything too. What's he saying?
He's singing "Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet, Give Me Something Good to Eat," because he met Jeff in October, and that's how Michael's mind works.
Yeah, the wife does the bed check.
Yeah,
for
I
sure,
do.
every
I
time.
do it. I do a bed bug check as well. If
Oh, I see
have a-
dead
we have a
people. I
werewolf.
see ghosts. I see
The UV filters. I don't know. It's an idea.
crash down. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
No, I don't want to turn you guys off. Who knows what
Halloween.
happens?
Yes.
Who knows?
A dash SSB. A dash.
So, are you talking like an ionizer? Would one of those ionizers? Would that, like they do with the toothbrushes? They have those UV lights that clean it.
No mints. No mints. Oh no, nothing. Not even a little animal, a towel animal. Nothing. It was nothing. No.
That's disgusting, Amy.
Oh, what? You see?
Now, I told you guys about the time I checked into Caribbean Beach Resort and I got the text and it said your room is ready. And I went to my room and we came in the room with all the bags and the room was a mess. The beds were all undone. The sheets were all over the place. So the room was obviously not ready. And Michael had been holding it the whole ride from Spring Hill. So he's like, Mom, I gotta go. And I was like, okay, just go. Don't touch anything. And he came out of the bathroom with a pizza box and he was eating a piece of pizza that somebody had left in the bathroom.
What was it? Pepperoni?
I don't know. I didn't look at it fast enough to throw it out of his hand. But, and then I called down to Caribbean Beach and I just said, okay, we're going to go to a park. When I come back, I expect this room to be clean. And it was, but everybody else told me, oh, you should have demanded money. You should have demanded gift cards. You should have demanded fast passes. I just don't think like that. Yes, the original bathroom pizza. Yes. So, yep.
Yeah, I clean, and it's still not clean enough for me. But it is what it is.
Okay, Amy, bathroom pizza. Amanda and I belong to this group, and there's like people that like give away free stuff when they leave the Disney resorts. It's like a DVC. Like if you have a bottle of detergent, you'll leave it in the laundry room and you'll put on Facebook, leaving Animal Kingdom Lodge today. There's a bottle of detergent in the laundry room and, up for grabs. Well, that's all good and well. There's a half a case of water. I left it in the laundry room at Pop Century next to the bowling pin pool. That's great. That's a closed, sealed case of water. But then you'll see every once in a while a post from somebody who's like, half a pizza in the laundry room at Kidani Village. And we're like, who's going to take some stranger's half a pizza? But then we took the joke a little further and said, when I'm leaving the resort, I'll put a post saying, I'm leaving Pop Century today. I just left half a pizza in the bathroom at the bowling pin pool, But it was a joke. I didn't really leave a pizza at the bowling pin pool. That's the story. Oh, yes. And people put back what Amanda just said. People leave things like lunch meat, butter, perishables, like lunch meat, milk, out in the laundry room. And you don't know how long it's been sitting there. And like, you're going to go get it. But it's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I say Scott and a few of us could just go to Discovery Island and stay there and then go back and forth and hit the resorts and get all the food.
And get all the food from the laundry rooms, right?
That's it. We're good to go. Let's go.
See, now, I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently there was a local who was going from laundry room to laundry room, gleeping up all this stuff, and that enraged the DVC group when they found out that the person who was getting the stuff wasn't even DVC. Then they got all indignant about it. And I felt like if the person needed the stuff more than you, then whatever. But I was concerned that security wasn't catching on that this guy was on property every day, going from resort to resort to resort, coming out of laundry rooms with stashes of stuff. I would be worried about the security.
Right. He's an entrepreneur. He's probably reselling it. He's probably got him a little stand somewhere and he's reselling it.
So
You know?
I don't know.
Disney wants $3 a bottle for water. He's probably selling it for $1.50, making a good little coin on, you know.
True, that's true.
And he's got something to eat on, you know.
No. I just realized who it is. It's Favreau. It's Hanover's lackey Favreau, who is getting the water for free and reselling it for $3.50 a bottle. It's Disney doing it. I just realized who it is. I'm checking with Hanover next time.
Steve, I gotta find out what that is, because that bottle of gin and some pizza.
No, it was vodka we left under the sink.
Oh yeah, vodka, a whole nice good one too.
Yeah,
top shelf vodka too.
Yep. Because it was okay for them to share with each other, but they didn't want to share with somebody who wasn't even DVC. That's what they were saying. It was really kind of elitist of them. So I hope so. I hope that we'll have no more bathroom pizza. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. Yeah.
Yes, this live feed has taken a turn for the worse.
Yeah, because we were talking about Disney Springs and now we're talking about bathroom pizza. I don't know.
That's what happens with us. That's what happens.
Oh, Uli's checking Bibles for money.
I always check the Bibles for money, always, just in case.
I never heard of that before.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Like, what are you doing? I'm like,
looking for money. Okay.
Hey, you never know. Hey.
All right. You know what? It's 9:01.
Okay.
We've been talking for an hour. You got to go watch Jimmy Frazier. Next week, I promise it'll be better. I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. Podcast comes out tomorrow night. Dave?
I'm done with it actually, and I just got to do a few little things to it, and I got a little bit of audio. It's not too bad, so you guys will be able to it's not too bad, but there's a little bit of background noise.
So we took your guys' replies for the overrated? For the overrated things at Disney. If you got your reply in a little late, maybe we'll at the beginning of next week's show, we'll say what you guys said, maybe. But there were a few of you that sent me replies a little late for the overrated show. And then somewhere down the line, we'll do an underrated show. But we're going to do what you guys feel is overrated at Walt Disney World. And
Alyssa, 3 years old and older.
Alyssa, yes. I'm sorry if you missed the beginning. Masks are for children over 3. Anyone over 3 has to wear a mask. Yes. And they said no exceptions. Masks are to be worn at all times, except when you are seated in a restaurant, eating. When you're seated at the table, then you could take your mask off. Bye, Karen. Have fun at Disney Springs this weekend. And maybe we'll hear from you next week on the podcast.
And Alyssa, if you don't have a mask, you will not be able to get in. They don't have them there, so you can't.
You have to bring your own.
You can't buy one from them. But at this point, I think maybe eventually they might start doing that. But right now you can't. So. Yeah,
if they're smart, they'll start selling masks.
Yeah, exactly, Amanda.
Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Stay 6 feet apart.
Thank you, Amy.
Amy, we love you. We love you all. We love you, Brenda. Brenda, send your dad a virtual hug. I know you're sending him virtual hugs yourself. I can't wait till you can hug him for real.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right. Guys. Good night. Dave's got to go see his final episode of Outlander. All right. Bye-bye.
Jamie Fraser. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.